Alrighty, so I tried this bad boy, but the thing is, it does taste like a watered down regular juice. Like, it tastes like if you had regular full sugar juice and just put water in it. But it does have a good flavor. I'll give it that. So I bought it again. I was gonna say I would buy it again, but I already bought it again. So, alright, y'all, I'm in the garage. And I'm about to make me a treat. I got some sugar-free chocolate. My daddy's a Georgia fan. I got some low sugar chocolate, I should say. And I'm out here gonna look at my kitchen supplies box so that way I can get a mold so I can make these treats. It's just off the top of my head treats. I got two molds here, so I'll probably use both of them. But yep, let me close my box. I think I'm gonna use my rolling pin too. But you'll see what I'm doing in a second. Alright. So I got some no sugar added white chocolate. And we got some nuts here. And I got some low sugar peanut butter. 2 grams. So what I'm going to do is make some white chocolate nut peanut butter treats. Alright, so first I got to melt this chocolate. I'm just going to melt it at small intervals in the microwave. Should be. And I believe I have some food coloring too, but I don't think I'm going to do all that. I'll probably just keep them white. So I'm going to just put a little bit of this in there. It's baking chocolate. And I may use the mold, I may not. I may just do it on like a plate and then break them up kind of like peanut brittle, kind of like brittle candy. Let's try the molds, then pivot if needed. Alright. I'm gonna heat it for only 30 seconds at a time. And now we're going to get out a cutting board so that way I can crush these nuts up. Alright. Alright, so we got some dry roasted peanuts here. We got some mixed nuts and we have some peanut butter. So what I'm going to do is put the peanut butter in the freezer. I probably should have waited to heat my chocolate, but oh well, if I got to heat it again, I'll heat it again. So we're going to roll these nuts with the rolling pin. That should be enough. I don't know if this is going to work either. I'll probably put this on top. Yeah, it's working. If not completely, it's working some. But 1 second. Turn that off. And then I'm going to scoop the rest of this peanut butter. So I'm kind of just doing multiple things at once. I would say first put your peanut butter in the freezer. Then work with the nuts. Then work with the chocolate. So, okay, so I'm going to put the peanut butter in a bag I've used before. There's not much peanut butter left in this jar. I'm going to try and push it all to one part of the bag. And then freeze this real quick to see what happens. And it's about to go in the freezer. These aren't zero sugar, but they're lower sugar. The brand is Bake Believe White, no sugar added. For the serving of 1 tablespoon, it has 9 grams of carb and 2 grams of total sugar. And it has erythritol, 4 grams. So, alright. These crushed enough. I think that's about good though. Not all of them are crushed, but it's alright. Let's try going another direction. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so we got the nuts crushed up. This cashew and stuff like that would just break in my hands. Some of these are real big. I think it's an almond I'm breaking apart. But yep. See if they let me making peanut butter by hand. These are like greasy looking when you hit some of them. Like they're releasing some oils or something. Some of these are tough. Alright, don't want to do too much. Let's check the chocolate. It's not melted. Alright, so it didn't do anything for that little bit of time. Oh, it is melted. Okay. Alright, so we got some meltage. We're going to add a little bit more. I'm going over the serving size with this. And what we're going to do is kind of experiment like I said. So let's put that back in there for 30 more seconds. Then I have this flamingo mold I got from Dollar Tree. I also have a heart-shaped one too that I might bust out next. Let me get a spoon. Alright, so on that round, we got a little bit of scorching. So I'm going to scrape out that scorch. And I'm going to just mix it in. Hopefully it'll be alright. But yep, it melted. So I'm just going to fill my mold. Fill my molds. Take some of them peanuts, the nut blend, and just push that into this chocolate. Alright, I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to just shake the excess nuts off. This is just impromptu. I had this idea at the store, like when I saw this chocolate. I just had this idea randomly afterwards, so putting some of the excess chocolate on top. I'm gonna have to heat another batch. And with that being said, I'm also gonna get out my other Dollar Tree mold. And I'm also going to get a cupcake liner and use that for like the peanut butter cup, because I believe it's gonna make like one big cup. Where my cupcake liners at? My mama has some silicone cupcake liners, so I'm gonna use some of those. I'm gonna use probably 2. All right, so we got a few. Time for another batch of chocolate. I gotta scrape this good because I don't want this to scorch like the entire bowl. So I'm gonna try and get the last drop. And hopefully these nuts, they have salted on them. Hopefully they have enough salt to kind of cut the sweet. Because I don't want it to be like overly sweet or just kind of need salt situation. I'm about to pour some more chocolate. Get my other mold ready. Alright, here's my other mold. This one's Valentine's Day. The other one was summer themed. But we gonna make it work either way. Alright. I recommend to heat your chocolate for 30 seconds at a time, maybe even 15, but 30 is working for me. All right, so let's cover. It's not like fully hot right now either, but I'm gonna do what I can and try and cover. But that's how I have it filled. So that's going right in the freezer right now. Plastic wrap is hard to use to me. Like, I can never really get the cling wrap to clean. Sometimes I do, but most of the time it's kind of hard or annoying. But all right, it clung. On our next batch, I'm gonna heat a little bit more chocolate. Then I'm gonna just probably mix the nuts in for this one just to do something different. We used up almost the whole bag. All right, 30-second interval. These actually taste pretty good. They're white chocolate. Pretty good. Actually good. All right, no scorchage visible, at least this time. I'm gonna scoop some nuts into it. Making a mess. I'm just going for a different approach on this one. So we got the nuts mixed into the chocolate on this turn. I also add some like chocolate syrup. I'm gonna just add a slight drizzle because the sugar-free chocolate syrup is nasty, personally. I don't like calling stuff nasty, but I personally don't like the taste of it, so I'm just gonna put one little drizzle. All right, that's good. Let's not overdo it and then regret. All right, so that's how that looks. Looks kind of like a sundae. Here's our heart mold, and I'm about to start filling it up. I remember back when I first got this mold, I saw one lady making Valentine's Day treats with it. This might be too much chocolate for this mold, so I might have to make like some big cup things. I don't know how long these need to sit up for. Probably like 15 minutes. And I think I made exactly enough for this mold. Smooth it out with a spoon. I made mousse hearts. It sounds funny, but mousse as in the dessert mousse for Valentine's Day for myself with this. Alright, so I'm going to use a spatula to level this off. Scrape the excess back into the bowl, and that's going to be the bottom of the first big cup. That's that one filled. Plastic wrap. And in it goes also. All right, so we're gonna take a silicone mold. We're gonna take that excess chocolate we just had, and we're gonna put that in there at the bottom of this cup. So this one's gonna be kind of like marbled because it has a swirl of the chocolate syrup in it. All right, so now this is the last amount of chocolate I'm about to melt. Put that in there. Keep that for 30 seconds. Take out my peanut butter. I'm just gonna grab it with my hands. My hands got chocolate on them anyway. Because I don't think I even have enough chocolate for 2 cups. So yeah, we're just gonna make one big last cup. The decadent cup. Alright, so let's get all the rest of these nuts together. Maybe. Because it's kind of a lot going on. It's kind of too many nuts. Yeah, let's try and make 2. Sometimes you just gotta pivot, like I was saying earlier. Because, you know, I didn't know exactly how much I was gonna have. But sometimes you just gotta do the best you can. Try and make stuff stretch. Because that would just be way too much peanut in 1 cup. I don't... That's just way too much. That's just too much for me, personally. And hopefully I'll try one of these soon. Let them set up a little bit. Then I'll come back and try one. Let y'all know if it's busting or not. Let me stop. But yeah, I'm gonna come back and try one. It was enough chocolate for 2. They're not fully like encapsulated in chocolate, but that's alright. Alright, so I'm gonna put these 2 in the freezer. This one is nut and peanut butter. This one is peanuts and whole chips. Alright, y'all, here's the other thing I got from the neighborhood market. I'm gonna show it better in better lighting. But it was $5 and it's this very pretty cup. It's 16 ounces. I gotta wash that bad boy up and all that, but I had to get it. Alright, the amount of minutes has been a few. Alright, so we got the toucan here. I don't know if I said flamingo earlier, but it's a toucan. So, good and cold. I got a napkin here on the table. And I'm gonna flip it over and punch one of the toucans out because I keep wanting to say flamingo. Hopefully the nuts give it enough saltiness. Alright, so we got one. I'm always showing y'all some up close. It has a little eye and all, if you can see that. But I don't want it to melt in my hand, so let's try it. I do get some saltiness coming through. I thought about salting them, but like then they were in the freezer. And I put my last ones in the freezer, so I was like, let's just go for it. Or like, should I put some salt on as I'm eating it, like salting a lime? I don't know. Those are good. I'm gonna see if I got to spare one of my floral print containers to put the chocolates in. Then I'm gonna show y'all. In fact, I may do that now. I want to try one of the bigger ones, but it's kind of a lot of sweet. I'll probably eat some more of my sub. Then try one of those, like a bite of it, because Got to pause, baby. But let me go see if I got a container. And then I'll pop these in there on camera for you. Turned out that I did have another container clean. I got 10 total. So far, I've only used 2. Alright, so pop these bad boys out. I want y'all to be able to see. There you go. So I just turned it upside down. And then pressed. And I'm also going to do the heart ones. They come out easy. I'm going to probably eat the little excess pieces that come off. Ugh. Ugh. I think it's the last one. Yep, that was the last one. Pretty good chocolate, but it's like, it's starting to get older. It was on clearance. But yep, put these in chill. Alright, so these have the swirl of chocolate sauce in them. I wanted it kind of marbled, but it didn't quite turn out like that. They're just darker. But I have a headache. But I took, some headache medicine, but still got a headache. So I'm going to take it easy on these. I may not try that big cup tonight. But I am probably about to go have some more din din. Oh, some of these are marbled. They're pretty. I'm going to show you one. This is a messy project / dessert. So the cleanup doesn't take long, but it involves some cleanup. The chocolate kind of flakes everywhere. The nuts flake everywhere. This one is marbled though. Yeah. Alright, so let me put these in there with their counterparts. And show y'all them too. Alright, so I'll probably try the last big chocolates, let you know how they taste. The one with the peanut butter in it, like the Reese's cup with nuts. But I'll be back when I try that one. Alright, so I'm about to try the big cup. Let's see what it tastes like. Need a napkin for this one too, because it's going to make a mess. Probably. So we got peanuts in here. We got peanut butter and white chocolate. And a little bit of not dark, but regular chocolate too up on the bottom. So that's the big cup. But hurt my tongue. It does have some saltiness coming through, so I like that. Let's try and get a bite with some peanut butter. That's a tooth breaker. Whew, that's enough of that. I'm about to drink me some water, but pretty good, DIY treat. White chocolate, nuts, peanut butter, you got you a treat. Sure, all right. Hey buddies, it's early in the morning. I got up at like 8:30, 8:15, 8:45, something like that. Made me a grilled cheese and ham sandwich, and I wanted to talk to y'all about the sensor on my arm so far from the endocrinologist. It's a continuous glucose monitor. First few days I noticed it's there. If I think about it, I notice it's there, but really lately I ain't been noticing. It's no feeling at all when you don't think about it. So it's been 2 weeks. No, it's been 1 week. I have another week before my follow-up to see, my sugars and stuff like that. But yep, I just want to update y'all. Hope you like the blue background. Whew, hey budsies. Today is a pretty calm day. I watched some lost media and mystery videos earlier. I watched a video earlier about celebrity number 6 that I'll link below. It's this Reddit mystery. Someone bought some fabric with celebrity silhouettes on it. It's not really silhouettes, it's like artwork. And there's one that people cannot identify online. And it's interesting. People have guesses, male or female. You can't really tell. I really don't know. I'm thinking female, but I also am not sure. But I'm gonna link that video below. It's very interesting. But currently, had a sub for dinner. And I guess I'm just about to do some stuff around my room that has to be taken care of, like laundry piles, stuff like that. So I ain't doing too much today. But nice talking to you. Shall open these sheets on the bed and the TV remote. Oh golly.
Alrighty, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.